Hey everyone, if you made it through the warning screen, I hope you're here to stay. And if I offend you, I don't give a shit. I really don't. If I don't offend you, great. I hope you stick around and watch for more. Now, the whole reason I'm starting this channel is, watching the news, watching the world around me, watching everything going on in my area with the world declining the way it is. I was really prompted to start this channel, kind of get my views out here, give you a little dose of reality, and hope it hits home. Hope you pay attention. Hope you learn something. Now this is my first try at doing this, so we'll see how this goes. So guys, bear with me. Light them up, man. Smoke them if you got them, and be prepared. All right, let's get on with this. Now, I tell you, this every damn time I turn on the TV or take a drive around town, I always see all this horse shit, and especially here on YouTube, I see all this horse shit. Everyone's claiming, oh, racism this and racism that, and we need diversity. We have to work on our cultural differences and all these different groups. They need appropriations. They need recognition. Everybody wants the gays out. They want the blacks out. Everybody's demanding extra rights. Let me tell you something about diversity, okay? Diversity causes an increase in racism. A couple years back ago, before all this shit got to be hit, before it got to be popular, to come out and say, oh, we're standing up for gay rights, say we're standing up for black lives, we're doing this for that group, we're doing this for that group, blah, 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 blah. Prior to this becoming a trend, we didn't have half the racial problems that we have today. We didn't have half the divides of social groups that we do today. Everybody got along. Everybody, for the most part, people were cool. I mean, sure, there's racism. There's a little bit of divides between, social groups such as the whites and, well, the white heterosexuals and the gays. Now you're seeing all these different labels popping up, and everybody belongs to this little tiny individual group, and they've got to be the loudest. They got to have the most rights over anybody. When this became a trend, that's when the true division of America began. Okay? It's the biggest divide since the Civil War. It really is. You look back through history, we've never had this kind of division within our own society. Americans have always stuck together as Americans until now. Okay? I'm telling you, this push for diversity, all it does is drives a wedge between all given groups. It's I mean, even the word itself, diversity. What's the root word? Divide. So if you are all jumping on the bandwagon, you're all trying to join any given group, whether it's the LGBT community, whether it's the Black Lives Matter, whether it's by any means necessary, any of these groups, Antifa especially. Antifa has a label for everybody and every single group. And even within Antifa, there is hundreds of different divisions between them. It's half the reason they're so disorganized. When you guys try to divide yourself into little collectives, that's exactly what you're doing. You're dividing yourself from the rest of America. You wonder why people can't get along anymore. That's exactly it. You're promoting division, not diversity. When I hear anybody speak about diversity, I really want to laugh. I mean, I really do, but unfortunately it's sad because they take a notion like diversity, a notion that's supposed to be good, a notion that's supposed to be noble, and it just ruins it. That diversity causes such a major divide that I don't see us as Americans moving on. We have to throw away diversity. Just people be people. Americans be Americans. Get rid of all these labels. Include yourself in everybody's daily lives. Get along with one another instead of griping and screaming, saying they're racist or saying they're leftist or saying they're alt-right. Quit calling everybody Nazis until you can get over yourself, until you can solve your problems, your divides, until you can start listening to one another and actually sit down and have a civil conversation. You're doomed to be on your own. It's ridiculous, guys. I mean, it really is. You know, I don't give a shit if you're Mexican. I don't give a shit if you're Asian. I don't give a shit if you're black. I don't give a shit if you're white. I don't care if you're gay, straight, bi. What you do behind closed doors doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to anybody else. Your sexual proclivities should remain behind closed doors. That's your business. Don't impress all this garbage on everybody else. If you don't ram your views down somebody's throat and you actually sit and listen to what their views are and come to an agreement somewhere in the middle, there's always middle ground. If you quit ramming your views down everybody's throat and you actually listen to someone, instead of shouting over top of them, maybe you'll learn something about that person. Maybe you'll learn to get along. That's the key, okay? Nobody wants to get along. They want to scream over top of one another. Yell at the top of their lungs. If they don't like your view, they are going to drown you out at all costs. By any means necessary. Yeah, sound familiar? Antifa, does this sound familiar to you? I bet it does. But people, we have to learn to talk to one another. It's become a lost art form. True conversation and true debate have been thrown completely out the window. Until you learn to shut the fuck up and listen to people, you're never going to be able to hear what they have to say. You're never going to be able to learn anything beyond what you think you know. Okay, you need to unlearn all the hatred. You need to unlearn the divisions. Throw that shit out. Put it in the circular file. Get fucking rid of it. Okay? Get over yourselves. There are other views in the world, and if you listen, you may find an appreciation for other people's views. You may find an appreciation for other groups of people. This diversity is division. Diversity encourages and promotes racism. Diversity encourages and promotes a division of our American culture. Diversity is killing America. And it's time for you people to wake the fuck up. Shut up, listen to other people, and learn to get along. Put the fucking cell phones down. Quit fucking buying into all this bullshit and actually communicate face to face with someone. Yeah, I'm on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube's a great platform to get your word out, to espouse your own views. But you know what? There are other views other than your own. Listen to both sides, because when you listen to both sides of a story, somewhere in the middle you're going to find the truth. And you really got to learn to do that, because not enough people know how to do it anymore. People have forgotten how to do that. You know, guys, I mean, you may not agree with me, and personally I don't give a fuck if you don't agree with me. But that's why we're all here. We're all putting our views out there, you know. But we've got to meet somewhere in the middle. If we plan on moving along, we have to. It is imperative. Okay, people? So, guys, smoke them if you got them. Talk to you later. And make sure to like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel if you dig it. So, there's more coming. Later.